I'm Zoe Clark and this is my shop, The Cake Parlour. And in today's videos I'm going to show you how to make and decorate a variety of cakes and confectionery. You'll need a non-stick rolling pin, spacers to roll out the icing evenly, some smoothers and your cake. This cake here has already been covered in marzipan, but you could literally ice straight onto a cake that's just been layered and covered with a layer of buttercream or ganache. What you also need is to brush the cake with some clear alcohol. Usually we use vodka because there's no taste to it and it just evaporates out when the icing goes on. So just brush a small amount all over the marzipan. This just helps the sugar paste stick to the marzipan. If you're doing a cake and someone requested to have no alcohol in it, you could just use cooled boiled water. So roll out the icing nice and evenly, go a little bit one way, pick up the icing, turn it and go the other way. And try and keep the icing nice and round. And then when you've got your icing completely rolled out, pick it up with your rolling pin and pop it over the cake. First of all, just trim away the excess icing if you've got lots of it. And then what you want to do is start with your hand and you just want to make sure there are no air bubbles on the top. So just sort of push them out to the sides. And then using the inside part of your hand, cut the icing around the sides of the cake. If you put your cake on some greaseproof paper before you ice the cake, then you're able to turn the cake as you go. You don't want to put too much pressure onto the cake because you don't want fingerprints in the cake. So just do it really softly, but still letting it go down to the bottom and sticking to the sides. And again, trim away any icing that's hanging over the sides of the paper. And then with your smoother, go gently over the top and then start working around the sides. If you see any air bubbles, just push them to a point and pop them. And when you've got to this stage, what you need to do is use the point of your smoother just to work the icing down to the bottom and get a nice clean line to cut along to trim away the icing. And just go forward and then back and then turn the cake. Make sure when you ice the cakes that the light around you is a really nice light. Ideally, if you do it by a window, the daylight will help you see any bumps, lumps, and any air bubbles and things like that that you can just pop out. Just trim away the icing with a knife. And just go around the bottom again. So that's how to ice a cake.